This podcast is for everything which is happening in the automotive industry. I'm your host Shanky, two amazing guys here. I've got my man Harman here, and we got Alex. In that case, what would be your advice?
My car personally, I'm not looking to sell or trade out of mine right now. What I'm hearing is I should get my check engine light taken care of pretty soon right now.
So what's your take on this, Alex? Like, how it's going to affect the market?
Preventative maintenance, preventative maintenance, preventative maintenance. I can't say it enough. You spend the money now or you spend the money later, you're going to spend it.
That is going to affect the car market, the automotive market, and then why should an average car buyer care about these tariffs?
Yeah, I mean, so to keep it simple, it's a 25% tariff from the US on Canada and Mexico.
Pre-owned is 100% the way to go.
100%.
I don't care what anybody says. Anticipate is the maintenance of their vehicle. So parts, labor, service, buying or selling a new or pre-owned vehicle, things are about to get wild.
I feel like personally that even the used car, even if the price jumps maybe $1,000, $2,000 because of the demand.
Welcome to Car Talk Canada. This podcast is for everything which is happening in the automotive industry. I'm your host Shanky, and man, today we've got an amazing topic, a hot topic, US tariffs. So these tariffs on car and car parts, if you're planning to buy, if you're planning to sell, even if you are planning to keep your current car, this episode is a must listen for you. To help break it down for you, I've got two amazing guys here who exactly know what's going on ground zero. I've got my man Harman here from Mainland Motors Langley. We got Alex, who is a finance manager at Mainland Motors Abbotsford, decades of experience under his belt.
Perfect, guys. My name's Harman, and with these tariffs coming, anyone associated with purchasing a car, be it you're the buyer, the dealership, or you're just trying to keep your car right now, everyone's going to be affected on those.
What's up, everybody? Just want to let you know that when it comes to buying or selling a new or pre-owned vehicle, things are about to get wild.
Harman, let's just kick things off. So how are these tariffs going to affect the car market, the automotive market, and then why should an average car buyer care about these tariffs?
Yeah, I mean, so to keep it simple, it's a 25% tariff from the US on Canada and Mexico. It's on vehicles and car parts, also a lot of other things, but we're going to specify with those two. Now, it's meant for the US to hopefully boost their production domestically and improve their economy. What it's really going to be doing for the average consumer and the dealership is just driving up prices.
So what's your take on this, Alex? Like, how it's going to affect the market?
Well, it's going to affect the market in several different ways, but the main thing is the purchasing, the selling. But what people don't anticipate is the maintenance of their vehicle.
Okay.
So parts, labor, service.
Right.
All these parts, equipment, tools, oils, filters, all come from different places in the world, majority of them in America.
Right.
Which means that 25% tariff is not only going to affect your price of the vehicle now, but it's also going to affect your general maintenance.
So if I talk about like absolutely plain language, how much extra I'm looking at?
Yeah, I mean, so for the average new car, we're looking at about $3,000 on average.
Okay.
I think Alex has a bit more information on that. I know I wasn't in the industry before COVID, so you probably saw that huge hike from pre-COVID to now prices, but please, if you can.
Yeah, the cost of ownership on a vehicle increases every year. Year over year, everything changes. Now with this 25% tariff, dealerships, manufacturers, they're not going to take the hit on that. They're not going to absorb that cost. That is 100% going to get passed along to the consumers. So the best time to do your maintenance is preventatively. Let's make sure it gets done on time and on a regular basis so that you can save that money now instead of having to spend it later.
So what I understand, these new cars and used cars will be affected, but like, can you deep dive into it? Like how it's going to affect it?
Well, used car sales right now, they're booming.
Okay.
It's with the thought of the tariffs going in place, new car prices went up. Now that the tariffs are in place, the new car prices are going to continue to go up. So if you're looking for a great vehicle and you don't want to break the bank, pre-owned is going to be the way to go, 100%. There's no way around it.
I mean, with the way it's going right now, I think, no big manufacturer is going to take the hit just to make customers happy. The way to go right now is if you get maybe a 1-2-year-old used vehicle with still under 20,000 kilometers, you're much better off bang for buck than you would be going to that brand new dealership, picking up that brand new car. Plus, end of the day, interest rates are almost identical right now. And it depends on your credit, right? So
compared to where they were post-COVID, pre-COVID, when the world all sort of got a little jumbled, interest rates were low. Then everything happened, interest rates got really, really high. Now, interest rates are starting to stabilize. Everything is starting to go back to a little bit of a normalcy. And these tariffs are going to just take everything and it's just going to mix match it up. It's just everybody's going to be confused going on. So the new car market, prices are going to go up. There's no way about it. What you're going to spend before, you're going to add $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to that. Why spend that money when you get yourself a nice 1 or 2 year old pre-owned vehicle that's been maintained? How many pre-owned vehicles do you sell a month?
I mean, if I had to count through the whole dealership, I think, with the Autogroup especially, we're selling over, 200 units as an Autogroup easily, right?
Easily.
I just feel like personally that even the used car, even if the price jumps maybe $1,000, $2,000 because the demand of the used car, I wasn't there pre-COVID, right? So I don't know how much the used car market did shift. But from what I'm seeing right now, the price difference is already there, where it makes sense to purchase a used vehicle even 2 months ago compared to a new one. But now with these tariffs, that gap I think is just going to even widen.
Well, especially as a pre-owned Autogroup specializing in pre-owned vehicles,
100%.
we have the ability to buy from several different sources.
Yeah.
Personal, Facebook, somebody just wants to sell their car. Now is the time to sell it. You want to get that vehicle, you want to save the money, and you want to make a little bit of money at the same time. Now's the time to sell the car. If you're looking at a 2020 Honda Civic, you're going to get that extra $3,000 or $4,000 for it now because nobody knows what's going on. Like, didn't you guys just buy a Honda Civic the other day, that nice black coupe?
Yeah, we bought that one. We bought in a 2019 Elantra. Sorry, the Elantra was on trade, but even if you put buy-ins aside, even if you have that pre-owned vehicle, maybe like a 2020, 2022, even if you're going even further back, 2015, 2014, that market is just going to open up again.
Yeah.
And I think trading those in, you might even be in a positive equity position, which you don't really see much.
It's a word I don't like.
I haven't even heard the word, right? A year and a half in, I've never heard the word, but I think it's going to open that position up where people are going to be more willing and more open to definitely trading in their cars and getting into something maybe a year or two older, but still saving some money in the long run.
Yeah, no, I think that is a perfect way to explain what the market's going to look like now. We know what it's going to look like. What it's going to look like 3, 4, 5, 6 months from now, it's a guess. It's a shooting gallery. Nobody knows what's good. US is going to do this. Canada is going to do this. We're going to flip-flop back and forth. Meanwhile, the consumers are the ones that's actually going to pay for it. And we want to make sure that we can extend as much savings in the pre-owned market to them as we can to allow them to have a little bit of a normalcy in their life.
Exactly.
I think that's probably the easiest way to put it.
So, all right, we talked about buying, we talked about selling cars. Now there's a third group of people who just want to keep their car. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to buy. They don't want to sell. Right? In that case, what would be your advice? Like, if I just want to keep my car, so is there specific things I need to do with new tariffs?
Well, I'm in that third group myself. I love my car personally. I'm not looking to sell or trade out of mine right now. Over at Langley, we don't have our own service shop yet, but I know Alex over at Abbotsford does, so he's probably going to be our better guy to talk about maintenance and repair.
Those costs that clients are used to, they're going to start going up. Oil changes, tire rotations, transmission services, flushes, anything that we need to spend $1 on, those tariffs are going to have to get absorbed somewhere in the cost of that. So those costs and those savings aren't going to be there as much as they used to be, but with Mainland Motors, especially our Autogroup, we're trying to adjust so that we can make sure that the hit that the client should take, we're going to try to help them out with that as much as possible. But the cost of service is going to go up. So one thing I can recommend, especially with your car, it's a newer vehicle.
Yeah.
Preventative maintenance, preventative maintenance, preventative maintenance. I can't say it enough. It's a simple saying that I use with a lot of my clients, especially when we're talking about warranties. Whether you spend the money now or you spend the money later, you're going to spend it.
Yeah.
The question is, do you want to be in charge of how much you spend? By doing your preventative maintenance, you are in charge of how much you spend. You don't have to worry about that. You know what? I'm going to wait a few thousand kilometers. I'll get that Schedule A service done down the road. Nothing's going to happen. Tariffs come into place. It's that what if scenario now.
Yeah.
You think you're only going to spend a few $100s on service. Now something's happened. You got to spend an extra few thousand, all because of these tariffs. Preventative, preventative, preventative. It's the easiest way to say it. Do your maintenance now. Make sure your car is top shape. You won't have any worries, and you won't have to spend as much of that money down the road.
So essentially what I'm hearing is I should get my check engine light taken care of
Yeah.
pretty soon right now.
But I can tell you right now, your check engine light is just going to say replace the vehicle. So
Yeah.
come see me on my
right? Yeah,
We'll get that taken care of.
Okay, I want you guys to now play fortune tellers. I know it's the hardest segment of the show, but obviously we don't know where we're headed, right? if you have to guess, what would your ideal guess would be in terms of the market, tariffs, how is Canada going to play it, how is US going to play it, and where as pre-owned car industry you guys are headed?
Well, I never do play fortune teller, but from what I think might happen is, prices are obviously going to go up, right? And I think that gets passed down to the consumer regardless of what any auto group does to try to make some savings. But the best time to buy is now, right? If you're looking to purchase a vehicle and you're thinking about maybe putting it off those 3-4 months, instead of doing that and facing those high prices, because we don't know what could happen, right?
Yeah.
You might as well buy now, see if you can get maybe even 6 months no payments, and you're still saving money in the long run because you might not have to. Maybe the tariffs are over in 1 month, who knows?
Yeah,
right?
1 month, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, nobody knows.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, America is doing what they think is best for them. Canada's going to do what's best for them. But what they're not considering is the little guy. I can't be a fortune teller. I've tried. I've failed horribly. If I could tell the future, I'd have the lottery numbers. I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
You want to be here on Sunday night?
I would be somewhere warm, white sandy beach, blue water, and not having a care in the world. But that being said, that's never going to happen. I don't have that kind of luck. But there's no way for us to tell what's going to happen. But one thing I can assure our clients is, especially with our Autogroup, we're going to do our very best to minimize how this is going to affect you as a consumer. Whether you want to buy a vehicle, you want to sell a vehicle, you want to come in and just look, you want to come in and talk politics, feel free. But at the end of the day, we can't tell you if the prices are going to go up, the prices are going to go down, they're going to stay the same. I can tell you right now though, pre-owned is 100% the way to go. I don't care what anybody says. I've done both new cars, I've done used cars, I've done leasing, I've done trucks, you name it. If it's got 4 wheels, 6 wheels, or 18 wheels, I've had my hands in it. Pre-owned right now is the way to go, 100%. The savings are there. A man here can get you the savings in Langley. I can make sure you get the savings in Abbotsford. All you got to do is just walk through the door. Let us do our best to help you.
Exactly. I got nothing more to add on that.
We'll wrap things up for this episode. The duo here, I think they've done an amazing job to educate us, and then I've absorbed a lot of information today. Alex and Harman, you got anything to say?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, thank you, Shanky, for having us on. I barely get to see Alex, so this is always a treat. I don't think we'll be here next time. We're asking anything for a little bit too much.
I just want a trailer and some chicken wings.
All I want is a trailer with my name on it.
Maybe a robe, someone with a little fan. I don't know, but
end of the day, make smart car moves. And if you need the information, feel free to reach out to him at Abbotsford Mainland or me over here at Langley Mainland. And at the end of the day, whether you buy from us or you don't, we're here to make sure you guys make the best possible decision on a used vehicle.
At the end of the day, guys, everybody's going to go to different car dealerships. Everybody's going to talk to different people. Everybody's going to get different opinions. The only opinion that matters is yours. At the end of the day, it's your money. Spend it the way you want to spend it. It's a jungle out there. Everybody's going to be competing for your business. So all you have to do is just swing on into Mainland Motors, be it Surrey, Langley, Abbotsford. We'll make sure you get taken care of.
Calgary on that one too.
I'm not a big fan of Edmonton and Alberta, so we're not going to go there. Those Oilers are not making us look good right now. So
I'm a Leafs fan, so I don't know about you.
That explains everything.
That's a 4-3 win is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, well.
Okay, thank you guys. I'll see you in the next one.
You talking shit about me?
No, he's praising us actually.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I want to be asleep right now.
Yeah, you all. Yeah, we got a smaller one.
How did you give your live one so quick?
Yeah, refreshment. This is what you guys are buying us, right? What's the quickest deal you got?
Oh, the quickest deal?
Yeah.
25 minutes in and out.
Okay, was the customer pre-approved?
No, in and out.
Prime?
Prime. Wings, bam, done. See you
For
later.
me, Archie and Darren got me 45 minutes. I made a deal with Archie. It was on Boxing Day 2023. I told him I don't want to be here, right? It was the day after Christmas. I'm like, I want to be home. So I made a deal with him, right? Like, if I sell a car today, I get to go home right after that. Guy walks in wanting a Grand Caravan. Only requirement is that his dog likes it. So we put his dog in, took him for a test drive. 45 minutes, man.
I do hide treats underneath the seats.
Yeah. I'm going to start keeping it. I'm going to get some milk bones.